Hey, 60Bs, Vatiwah here, and The Last of Us 2 came out recently, and it has been a disaster of a game. Yes, this disaster of a game, sadly, will probably become Game of the Year, for all the wrong reasons. Now, to be fair, I want to say that, I have not played this game yet, and I do not plan to play this game ever. However, there has been a lot of gamers that kind of don't like The Last of Us 2, and they all have this kind of like the same reason, mostly the same reasons. Now, obviously, this is the first and only warning. There is going to be spoilers in this video, so yeah, that's a warning. If you don't want to see any spoilers, click out of this. Okay. So the big thing, guys, the big thing. Now, there is a sex scene in this game involving some manly-looking girl named Abby. And I'm going to be watching the cutscene for it, and I have not seen it in action, guys. I've only seen images of it, of course you can't really avoid the image and it's everywhere or whatever. So let's see, I'm going to try to find a video. Okay, so right here, okay, which video probably doesn't have commentary in it? I think probably this one, maybe? Abby and Owen romance sex scene, Last of Us Part 2, 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Alright, let's go check this out, guys. Alright, I haven't watched this before.
Oh yeah, how do I do that?
Damn, she's manly.
My family?
Holy crap, look at the shoulders. Look her biceps, more muscles than me.
I could torture them until they're crying,
Whoa, now. Dee, she's strong, like a bull. Oh, is the ponytail pulling thing her thing? Maybe that's Abby's thing right there. Oh, she likes getting her ponytail pulled.
Abby.
That's so awkward. Dude, look at her muscles. Who's the guy here? Oh, here it is. Oh boy. Oh man, that's flat-chested. Ah, yes. From the back. That's the only way this guy's gonna be able to do it, in the back. I'm not gonna look, like, if I was that guy, I would not be looking at her from the front. Ugh. Ooh. Sweet! Sweet! Oh, God. Is that it? I think that's it. Let me see. I think there's more. Wait, who's this? Is that... Oh, that's Abby still? Wait, so you get to play as Abby in this game, or... Dude, she has more muscles than him. No, I don't want to see that anymore. No. Oh, I thought the towel, the blanket was gonna drop down. Oh, terrible. Holy, look at the like and dislike ratio. Look at this. Wow, look at that, 1.3 thousand dislikes. Oh, it's age restricted. Well, it's YouTube as usual. But holy crap. Now, okay. This is like the first sex scene I've ever watched where I never had a stiffy. This is the first one. No boing. Seriously, what the heck are they thinking? It's like the most awkward and probably unnecessary thing to include. They could have started kissing, and then, Abby takes her shirt off, and then it turns black, fades to black, and then there's noises and stuff. They could have implied it. They just could have implied that something happened. Oh, man. It seems like it's designed to make people feel awkward, cringy, strange, and dirty. It worked, guys. It worked. Now, okay, now if someone tied me on top of a table or on my bed, had like a rotating blades right above my dick, and that person told me, "Hey, Vatiwah, if you had a hard on, your dick will get chopped off by these rotating blades." Oh, I would think about this cutscene right here. I would not think about anything else. I would think about this cutscene, and my dick will be floppy.
Dead kittens, old
Oh
nuns,
dear.
really old nuns.
I can see why people now. This is not skippable. From what I heard, this cutscene is not skippable. So you can't even. Now seriously, okay. This kind of annoys me because why is the softcore porn allowed in a game on PlayStation, on Sony? Now, I thought that Sony censors like any lewd stuff from their games. It's like a recent thing they did because of Me Too and whatnot. So when I saw pictures of the cutscenes of the sex scene, there were also like funny memes that people posted up. Okay, looking at these right here, it seems like Sony has issues with like 2D nudity, but has no issues with some realistic, well, I use the term, realistic loosely, softcore porn scene that is probably very disturbing for most people to watch. Yes, indeed. Man, it didn't even look like boobs. It's like flat-chested and it's kind of like, it looks like a guy's chest. It had like sharp angles and stuff. Okay, now looking at these pictures though, okay, so PC and Switch, Switch was with Nintendo. Now Switch of all places don't have the bikini girl censored, while the PS4 does. Now, it's a bikini picture, it doesn't show anything. Why? Okay, looking at this one right here. Now, look at the box art for this game. Now, I don't know what game this is, I've never heard of this game. Blade something, whatever. But are we in like 1920s where ladies can't show any legs? The Switch one that shows the nice legs, very light, lovely, with the thigh highs. And the Sony doesn't. What the heck is wrong with Sony? I don't understand. Now, keep in mind, I have not been able to like verify if these were, these censors are real and serious, or it could be like, people making fun of Sony. Oh, okay, look at this one. Okay, they rename Sony to Sunny. Because it's so sunny, like, very, bright, those little sun rays covering all those little sensitive spots in these censored games. Oh, this one looks legit. Okay, so again, I don't know what any of these games. Oh, actually, there's the name of it. But anyways, it's not important. Okay. So the top is how the original game looked on PC. Now I did have to put a censor on the nipples, by the way, because this is YouTube and whatnot. And yeah, but then when you look at the PlayStation versions, as time progresses, the censors get progressively worse. Yes, add a little bit of sun ray, and then add more sun rays, and then pretty much get rid of the scene altogether. Just put, a pair of pants on her. It's absurd. I don't know. That's just disappointing. Okay, I get it. Okay, sure. The purpose of these, anime games is to undress girls, having them provocative, compromising positions, and possibly even having sexy time with them. That's the goal of the game. Okay, sure. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. But for those images, so we're looking at the snapshot of these images, it seems like Sony is saying that, hey, softcore porn, I don't know, it was like, 30, 40 seconds, it's okay. It's more acceptable than some nude scenes. It's not even nude scenes, like bikini girls in like sexy positions, just because it's artistic. They allow that softcore porn. Like, okay. But I guess it's kind of okay because Abby is like an ugly girl or whatever, ugly female, whatever you want to call her. Oh, maybe that's the key. Maybe that is the key. Maybe if we start drawing anime girls all ugly looking, you could show anything you want. You could just give her like buck teeth, one eye bigger than the other, having like, one ear and a big ass scar, and just pretty much making her as ugly as possible. You could show whatever you want. Show titties, vag, butt, whatever. Is that how it is? Is that how it is? That's what it seems like. Okay. Now I know this isn't true anymore, but when the leaks first came out, people thought that Abby was like a transgender. And now that would make sense because, Abby does look like a man. A very manly man. Manly than most mans. And technically, seeing Abby's nipples would have been okay because technically it would have been a man's nipple. Yeah, it would have been a man's nipple, which is fine. You could show man nipples everywhere. You could see it, stare at it, whatever. But you can't show girls' nipples. No, that's bad. Which is weird because, apparently, you could breastfeed in public and whatnot, and it's fine, but you can't show in a video game for some reason. But yeah, that being said, though, there has been plenty of sex scenes shown in like plenty of other games, older games, but I'm mostly trying to bring attention to like the hypocrisy. It's like, oh yeah, Sony, me, oh me too. We gotta get her all this sexy stuff because it's makes women look bad. It sexualizes them, and then all of a sudden they do that. But again, Abby's not sexy. Abby is, that's the key. Maybe that's the key. I don't know. So another thing that people are talking about is how Joe, a main character from the first game, who is beloved by many, got the dirty treatment. Yes, he protected, he rescued, he acted like a father figure for Ellie, which is the other main character. Joe being a father figure to Ellie, Joe gets, killed, murdered in the most stupid way. So it's pretty insulting to a lot of people. People are upset about that. Now, I didn't think about that. YouTube recommended some videos. I didn't click on them, but I saw the title. I was like, oh yeah, Joe dying on Father's Day and insult to fathers everywhere. Yes. So I got the gist of it. So yeah, Joe got killed by that ugly ass Abby, by the way. Ugh. Now for me, I don't have anything invested in the Last of Us series. I've never played it. Never. And not even the first one. A lot of people told me to play it, but I think if I play the first one, I'd probably have to, play the second one. But at the moment, I don't know, maybe I could play it, and then not play the second one and forget it never existed or whatever. But I'm trying to, I do understand why people are mad about it. I think we all been there. It's like, it's seeing your favorite character dying in the most pathetic and stupid way possible. Like dying in a way that's uncharacteristic. Because from what I heard, Joe is like a very cautious person. He doesn't trust anyone. And then he does something stupid. I think he like tells this group of strangers that he just met that, his name, and then the group is actually trying to kill him, and yeah, that's how it was. But yeah, seeing like your favorite character dying in the most stupid, pathetic way. It's like if you played, Jill Valentine in Resident Evil 3. She trips on a banana peel, hits her head on the curb, and dies while running away from zombies, and she's getting eaten, and, and zombies are having their way with Jill. Stupid. It's like if James Bond in, I don't know, what's that movie? GoldenEye. Yes, GoldenEye, there was this, he had like a gadget, like an exploding pen. He clicks it 3 times, which arms it, and there's a timer, and then it explodes, and then if he wants to disarm it, he clicks it 3 more times to disarm it. It's like if James Bond blows up because he forgets if it's, is it, did I armed it or not armed it? Or maybe it's like Supergirl. Supergirl was supposed to help Superman save the world, but then she dies from using a dildo made from kryptonite from the night before. It's dumb as, well, that's kind of sexy, but, well, sort of. Well, anyways, it's dumb as hell. If a beloved character had to die, I think most people would agree that the character should go out with a bang or in style. Not in a way where it's uncharacteristic. He just, yeah, I would imagine like Joe with like double AKs, like, taking out every one of them before he dies. That would be okay, I guess, but still very disappointing. there is something that I would like to mention that it's related. It is controversial. I think, and some other people think, that they killed Joe off because he is a straight white male character, a strong, straight white male character. Now, it seems like it's a trend these days to kill off all these like white male characters to introduce like more diversity and some other crap like that. And I do believe this. And I'll tell you why. It's because Niel Druckmann, the guy that's in charge of, that's behind The Last of Us, he mentioned Anita Sarkeesian. Yes, Anita Sarkeesian as being like an influential force in making The Last of Us 2. Now, I think like she doesn't really directly work on it, but it's like influential with it. Like
a game creator, I look around at kind of what we are making and what are going to be her role models from other stories, and I don't like what I see. More specifically, I'm talking about our female characters, and whether we want to admit it or not, these are role models. And yet we sexualize, we objectify, we marginalize, and we reduce these female characters to a lot less than they can be. And this is coming from a guy that almost made a really misogynistic game. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. So once this thing failed and I had this awakening, almost exactly at the same time, this Kickstarter happened about the tropes versus women in video games. And while you might argue with the way it delivers its message or whether every point is exact, you can't argue with just the pattern that you see in the industry. So I was really intrigued by this. The videos for the video games hadn't come out yet, but I watched the rest of Anita's videos, and I realized it's not just a problem in games, it's actually throughout entertainment.
So, for me, any game that has her name mentioned in a positive light, I will not buy. I will not recommend it. I will not think about it. And if I bought it and then I knew about it, I would refund it. I would or if I can't refund it, I would burn it, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. This person is like toxic for the entire gaming community and industry. So basically, for those that don't know her, she's like a nosy feminist that hates men, that tries to like pressure the gaming industry to make games less sexy and less male-orientated. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that they're eliminating guys making games for guys. Yes, I'm sure. I'm not going to get too deep into it, maybe like in a later video where this applies, but why can't girls be smart, strong, and sexy, huh? All these SJWs think is the sexy part and nothing else. They think that, sexy overrides everything else. They think that if you're sexy, you're a bimbo. Like, if you're sexy, you can't be smart and strong. It's so weird. Like, I don't understand. What is their thinking process? I don't know. I guess maybe they're jealous of fictional characters or something. It's kind of, that might be it. Maybe it's like, oh man, she's sexy and beautiful and smart and strong. I'm not that, so I gotta take her down. I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah, that is weird. I guess you can be like a sexual degenerate as long as it doesn't involve pretty people or straight people. That's what it seems like, guys. Anything that's sexy, pretty, and straight is being under attack and whatnot. That's what I feel in entertainment. Gaming, movies, comic book, cartoons, whatever. That's what it seems like, guys. That's what it seems like. Now, I'm very sad that gaming has evolved into this, or devolved, or whatever. But why can't we just have different games that cater to different people, huh? You have SJWs trying to control what you are allowed to watch and play. That's no good. That is no good. It's very sad, and it actually makes me feel a little bit resentful against that particular group, because they're encroaching on what I find enjoyable. They're like, oh, you can't enjoy that? Man, get the heck out of here, Yeah, but anyways, okay, so I just think that, the gaming industry should be making games for everyone. Making games for men, making games for women, making games for kids, making games for like a mature audience, and etc., etc. I think that is probably the best thing But no. It seems like there's always that one group. Yes, one group that tries to kill off, games that another group likes. In this case, games that are made for men in mind. But anyways, back to The Last of Us 2. Now, I just think the game tried to be like trendy and hip. And I think they also failed at making a sequel to a game that most people would say would be like the top 10 best game of all time. Yes. And I'm just an outsider looking in, trying to understand why people are mad about it. And I do understand, yes. Niel Druckmann screwed up. But it is kind of funny how game review sites gave this game like a 10 out of 10 perfect scores. And it seems like the only like major game review site that kind of seemed legit was like IGN Japan, which gave it like a 7 out of 10 or something like that. And even that is too high when you compare it to like the rating that gamers are giving it. So that is kind of why I never really watch game reviewers. I never rely on game reviews especially because most of these game reviews are mostly positive. I'm not going to go into too specifics, but in my opinion, most of these game reviewers are pressured to say good things about the game. Because if I was making a game, why would I give it to this person who's probably going to say bad things about it? I would only give it to people that tend to say good things about it to promote your game. It makes sense, right? So that's why, all those game reviewers, those perfect scores, I think it's bullshit. And for me, the thing that I'm interested in hearing is like the negatives about the game. The negatives, that's what's important. I don't want like smoke being blown up up in my ass. I just want to, the game's good, whatever, but what are the bad things about it? Because usually it's the bad things that make you not want to buy a game, not the good things. I think we all agree to that. Now, I want to offer my condolences for people who waited for a sequel for a game that they love, and to find out that they kill off like one of the main characters in a very stupid way, and having an even more stupid ending where Ellie kind of lets Abby go instead of like, getting revenge. Yes, Abby, as I mentioned, killed Joel or whatever for revenge for something else. Yeah, I'm very sorry, guys. It seems to me that, the game become woke. And as they say, go woke and go broke. Yes. Now, anyways, that's it for this video. I'm just rambling and whatnot. This is pretty much like a rambling video. Now I'm sure YouTube is not going to like me talking ill about this game, especially what I kind of talk about. There are some controversial stuff. And, but yeah, I need your guys' help. Make sure you bang the like and subscribe button, bang it good. And most importantly, share on Twitter and whatever, because I know YouTube's probably not going to promote this video just because of what I say about the game and the controversial stuff that I say about it. So most likely they're not going to promote me unless I was a big YouTuber, then they probably would promote a little bit more. But yeah, I don't know. Man, this SJW-ness is like making me feel kind of sad. It seems like they're winning. It seems like they're winning, guys. It seems like they're winning. I don't know. Ugh. Makes me feel sad watching this. Man, I lost my appetite. I'm not even gonna go look at Rule 34 today because I'm gonna be thinking about that scene the entire night. The Abby sex scene. Ugh, it gives me a shudder thinking about it. Well, then, stay sexy, my friends. Stay sexy.